I want to talk to you guys about some safety tips. So here are 7 tips that I really think you should be implementing into your life. Hi, it's K Diamond, and today we're going over some safety tips that my dad instilled in me. He was a police officer, so it could be overkill, but don't matter. We're gonna get into it. My first tip is stern eye contact. Now, I know you might be like, what you mean? Okay, y'all ever been in a store and you felt like somebody was following you around the store and it made you uncomfortable? Yeah, you stop, you make eye contact with them and make a stern look like, I see you. That's what you're telling them, I see you, because you need them to back off and you need them to know that you are aware of your surroundings. And if they're trying some funny stuff, you ain't the one. Number 2, anytime you enter a building, you need to be scoping out the scene and making sure you know every exit point that is in there. Because if anything pops off, you gotta know your closest exit and get to safety. Number 3, do not have predictable routines. And I say this because I think that it is promoted a lot in today's time where people are like, oh, I get up at 6, I go for a jog at 6:15. Don't have a routine like that where any and everybody can just watch you for a few days and know what your day-to-day looks like. That's not safe for you. It makes you an easy target. You can't be making yourself an easy target in today's climate. People crazy. And kind of piggybacking off of that, make sure you have alternate routes. Like whenever you going, anything that you do on a regular, so home, like work, school, make sure that you have different routes of travel. So whenever you move into a new area, or if you already live there, drive around some days and figure out what are other paths that I can take. And this is really, really important because when you go into my next tip, you gotta know how to keep yourself safe. So my next tip is number 5, and that's gonna be paying attention to your rear view. Your rear view is good for so many things, but one thing that is good for that I think people take for granted is watching to see if somebody is following you. If there's a car taking one too many turns with you, you might want to switch up your route and don't go directly home. Go somewhere that you feel more comfortable, that you feel more safe, or really just take some extra turns to throw them off your path. And while we're talking about cars, let's go into tip number 6. Lock your doors. And I'm not talking about, oh, get in a car, fumble around, get your aux right. I mean, the moment you set your butt in that seat and you close your car door, lock that door. I lock my door before I even turn on my car. Because if there's anybody creeping and sneaking and trying to come up on my car, like the moment they try to open that door, I already know that they're there. And that makes me more prepared. And shoot, since we still talking about cars, when y'all are in parking garages, they dark. They are creepy. And especially when you are by yourself, make sure you're backing into parking spots. Because when you come out, 1, you want to be able to get in your car and see anybody coming to you. And 2, if there's anything strange out of the ordinary, you want to be able to get in and pull out as quickly as possible. Nobody got time to back up and be careful. No, like get in your car and go. So make sure whenever you in a parking garage, back it in. Those are 7 tips that my dad really drilled down into me that I know they may seem like, oh, duh, that's the obvious, but a lot of people ain't doing it. And you could be one of them people missing a step. These are 7 simple steps to increase your safety, increase your awareness, your situational awareness. And I just think that you should be following. If you found any of these tips beneficial, please drop them down in the comments. And if you have any additional tips, I would love to know them. I would love to share them. So please share them. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and turn on those notifications for my future posts. Bye.